Oh yeah?
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
Hey everyone! Today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is health and fitness, especially just leading a healthy lifestyle in general. And hopefully you'll find these tips helpful. So step number one, you want to write everything down, and you can do this in either a notebook or a calendar / planner or an app. Writing these things down can really keep you accountable. And it also keeps you motivated when you've seen that you've been working out for, say, like 2 weeks and you haven't skipped a workout. It really motivates you to work even harder and to continue that. Some apps that I really recommend using are MyFitnessPal. You can track your calories / workouts on that, and also I think how much water you drink as well. But that one's great because you can also find other people, including your friends, to kind of, keep each other accountable. I also recommend this new one that I currently am using for my workouts, and that's called JE Fit. I really like this one as well because there are like routines on there, and it shows you how to do the routine. So if you're already kind of into working out but you're looking for something to kind of track your workouts, definitely recommend that one. I'll leave everything in the link down below so you can go check them out. Tip number 2 is to sleep more. I know a lot of you have school or you're super busy with, say, work, but definitely try and get at least 8 hours of sleep. I think some people function better on maybe 6 hours of sleep, maybe 7 hours of sleep. You kind of have to figure it out yourself.
For me, I'm fantastic if I get either 6 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, or more than 8 hours of sleep.
Some people are better with taking naps during the day, and I highly recommend taking at least like a 30-minute nap. When you don't get enough sleep over a long period of time, and definitely I have been guilty of this, your immune system can get affected. You might find that you get sick more often, and you also might find that you've been gaining more weight, which is totally possible because first of all, you're snacking more maybe at night. Also, if you work out a lot like me, if you don't get enough sleep, I always feel like my muscles are more sore the next day as well. Don't use things like coffee to keep you up all the time because that's definitely not very sustainable. You get addicted, trust me. I know. So what I recommend, and this is my third tip, is to commit to changing just one thing about your diet and maybe stick with it for a month and see where you go. So a lot of people think that when you diet, you're supposed to, change all these things about your diet. I definitely don't see dieting as an all or nothing kind of problem. It's more like, making little baby steps that will eventually lead you to a healthier diet overall. And I don't really like the word diet. I want to say it's more like a lifestyle change. Okay, fourth one. Lisa is really bad at this. I tell her all the time, but you should definitely drink more water. I used to not drink a lot of water and my skin was terrible, but I bought myself a reusable water bottle, which is super helpful because if you're carrying it with you at all times like I do, you just kind of remember to drink water.
Speaking of which, feeling a little thirsty.
So also, if you drink more water, you tend to lose more weight and you're less bloated because your body retains less water as well. So I mean, there's just like a ton of benefits to drinking water, so why not? Okay, so my fifth tip is to start each day with a healthy breakfast. I feel like these tips are like super obvious, but it's always good to have these reminders in the back of your head because I know sometimes you may forget to do these things, but I think
never ever skip breakfast.
It's like the most important meal of the day. For me, I tend to eat like a huge breakfast. I'll often just take leftovers from dinner and eat those for breakfast because I like a more hearty breakfast. But if you're someone who can't really eat that much in the mornings, if that's a little too heavy for you, at least try and get more fiber into your breakfast. So eating things like oatmeal, apples have a lot of fiber, just at least eating something and not just drinking, let's say, a cup of coffee. I think it's a great way to start your day and to get your metabolism going. Finally, this isn't really a tip or anything, but just realize that there's no real quick fix for being healthy or fit, it's kind of a journey, and I still feel like I'm on that journey even though I try and practice all of these things that I've told you guys. Hopefully you're making changes that you can maintain. So if you found these tips helpful, definitely give us a thumbs up. I would love to see if you have any tips on how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Leave them down below. I'd love to hear them. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Oh, can we get this to 100 likes? See you guys next time. Bye!
And all the kids now, they come running, and it's the weekend.